Gentlemen, thank you for gracing our presence and coming to our invite this afternoon. I don't know why they dim the lights. Seems like we're going to be talking some serious stuff. Now, but kidding aside, we know how valuable your time is. That's why we really appreciate you, joining us this afternoon. And my purpose particularly is not just to specifically, be talking about, the milestones of Singlife Philippines, but I also wanted to be able to share our 5-year journey, coming into the Philippines and talk a bit about, some of the notable, accomplishments that we've had and other things that the market and the very customers that we serve could actually look forward, coming into the future. So, at Singlife Philippines, we exist primarily for one particular purpose, and that is to provide a better way to financial independence. No? And we're not talking about simply providing insurance. We're talking about financial independence because we really want to be able to address, the vulnerabilities that a typical Filipino is facing, through the course of of their life stages, regardless on on where they are in their journey. This purpose was born out of clear, urgent need, and the truth is, most Filipinos, are you normally hear publicly, underinsured. No? But to me, I think there are more cases for uninsured, right? Talking about the insurance gap in the Philippines, I wouldn't even call it a gap. At this point, it's really a crisis. Because as you see in the screen, the insurance penetration that we currently have is only at about 1.89%. How many of you know how long the insurance industry has been in existence in the country? Any wild guess or anybody who knows? Di naman 300 years. Di naman 300 years. Post-revolution. No? But insurance as an industry in the Philippines is approaching 130 years.
Yeah.
Right? So imagine, the concept has been there since technically since the independence, 1898. Nag-blood compact sila. So technically, insurance is dating goes to the date all the way back to our heroes. But at the end of the day, imagine if the penetration that we're seeing now, after so long a time, is only here, then there must be a reason why. Cannot anymore blame financial literacy. That's common, that you hear, no? Or because the Filipinos is not as financially aware. I think that's just what we call it. But truth be told, I think there is also some things that that we can, not we can, but we should do as a solutions provider to help the case. No, if you take a look into the screen, I wouldn't even bother going through line by line on the reasons. Practically, I think every single reason is already there. It's like maybe I'll change I'll change the title, no? Maybe next time. No? Not purchase barriers, no? But reasons why not to buy insurance. No? Because if you take a look into it, 43% is the highest. It's just really not a priority, right? Now, insurance is really that important, no? And people understand that. I see no reason why it cannot be a priority. And if you go down into the details, basically every single reason, for the struggle, so to speak, of the Filipinos and the country to get adequately protected is there. That's why back in 2020, not too long ago, we've launched our partnership with GCash as a mobile-first digital insurance company. So I think at that time, and maybe even to this very time, right, the true blue digital journey of a purchase of insurance has happened only in history, for the very first time in 2020. That people are able to pick a plan, and just really subscribing to it, and that the policy gets delivered to them. No? So what we're trying to do really is to offer meaningful coverages, right? And you know, not just at competitive prices, no, but something that's available, you know, anytime, anywhere, through a fully digital experience. Because we believe that financial independence should be for everyone. You know, not just a few. The concept of insurance before is like pangmayaman, right? Or this is last, you know, in my priorities. No? So I'll buy a nice rubber shoes first, no, for insurance. No? Right? Because it's you know, there is a instant gratification, right? How many of maybe I won't ask this to answer, but some of you probably have insurance. No?
No insurance.
No insurance. But those who have bought insurance, how many do you think felt that satisfaction after signing up for an insurance plan para silang bumili ng bagong kotse? Wow, this is so satisfying. I don't think there'd be very many, if at all, you know, there are any. No? So we are addressing the ease of access, right? Kasi sa dami po ng dahilan na nakita nyo in the earlier slide, the ease of access is the first. Para wala ka ng dahilan. Kasi dati pwede nila sabihin, ang hirap bumili ng insurance, or hindi ko gusto yung kausap ko, or you know, pinipilit ako ng tita ko para bumili ng insurance, diba? So we've addressed